That's sweet. You know, vibrating jigs, chatterbaits, a Ned rig, like a lava in this paint. And I like the blade, that killed it with that one. What's happening, fishing friends? Welcome to another episode. Today we've got a fun unboxing. this is all stuff that subscribed fishing friends sent in. Now some of this is from some other smaller bait makers. Some of it's just from awesome subscribed fishing friends who want to send me stuff. So Mr. Stubby Dog's nosy had to come down and see what's going on. I don't know that we've had a Stubby Dog appearance in a while. Stubby, are you trying to check out and see what we're doing down here? Doing the unboxings and such? Or are you just going to sit under the tripod and watch? For those of you who don't know, that's my dog Stubby. So anyway, enough yapping. Let's take a look and see what we've got. Okay, first up I got a cool box of stuff from my dude Matt. Now he has a company called Klondike Customs. I don't know if he's still selling a bunch of this stuff or not, or how that works, but he is a woodworker, very good at what he's doing, makes some cool stuff. Check this out. One of a kind wooden crankbait body. It's decently heavy. Wooden crankbait body. It's got 2 treble hooks on the bottom here. And he's made this stiff wire harness, like a decently tough wire, and a couple white blades on it. Now I am thinking this is gonna be a toothy pike killer. Isn't that thing freaking sweet? I'm surprised you don't see more of that, like wooden baits, you know, kind of mixed with spinner baits and stuff. This thing is freaking awesome. Love it, dude. He said he likes the kind of the natural look, so he left it that wood grain, pretty wood on top, and then just kind of some white and, you know, simple gill look there. But that thing is freaking cool. I guarantee there's not a lot of people that have something like this. Love it, dude. Now he also sent me one of his own handmade Topwater. It's kind of like a walking bait mixed with a prop bait, so like a devil horse, if you remember those. This thing is pretty sweet. Now, I would assume you could pop this and walk it, you know, like walk the dog back and forth. Bop, bop, bop. I suppose you could reel it, like just a, you know, a little prop bait type deal, or you can pop it. So is it the scatter prop, Rapala scatter prop? I don't remember what it's called, but it's a little balsa bait. I've used it a few times, had some hits on it. I haven't had any good catches on it yet. I think one, but similar to this with one prop in the back, but it's a much smaller version. It's balsa. It's pretty hard to throw. This is pretty heavy. He's got heavy duty hangers and everything on it. That thing is cool. I love the kind of ghosted out eyes. That's sweet. Continuing with the cool, he also made a little buzz bait here. Now this is a double twin prop buzz bait here. So this is going to put out a lot of buzz, a lot of vibration. You know, those days where it's windy, more movement, or even dirtier, muddier water when you want to make more commotion, more vibration. This thing can be sweet. And he's got just kind of your simple white, greenish, shad looking color back there. Love it. Definitely want to give that a throw. And all these cool folks making baits out of their house, I will make sure to leave all their stuff and information down below. Matt does some awesome stuff. Thank you, dude. So again, I will link everybody below in case you want to check them out. He also does spinner baits. Let me take this out. Cool spinner bait that he made there. You can see it's got the dimpled, like the hard pounded look, bronze and like a copper and a black, gold, shad, almost Hawkeye colors. I like that. He also did a couple turtlebacks, again in the copper, and then that's like almost like a gunmetal type look to it. And look at this dude. Now I've had this box for months, so he already had his own big blade chatterbait made before Z-Man came out with theirs. And I know there's been, you know, home guys doing this with bigger blades and stuff, but I think this will be an awesome toothy critter bait. Pike love, you know, vibrating jigs, chatterbaits. I think the size of this one, oh, don't be focusing on my face there. I think the size of this one will lend perfect to some pike fishing next spring. Man, he absolutely hooked me up. Another buzzbait here. Now this one has a clacker on it, so you can see it's got the clacker that it hits. I like that for dirtier water just to give a little bit more sound. Another buzzbait, dude knows me, green pumpkin purple. I am a sucker for green pumpkin purple. That dude is beautiful, and it's a good heavier wire, so it's not like some of the real tiny flimsy ones out there. Good stout hook, good wire on it, like it. Hey, and last but not least, white and chartreuse, my all-time favorite spinnerbait color. Absolutely love that. Cool design, nice big blade on it. That'll be another good muddy water with that painted chartreuse blade. Tasty. And then the last thing he sent me was kind of a do-it-yourself kit. It would be a jointed type walking slash, it must look like a jitterbug type motion to it. You can see it's also got a blade in there. I don't know how well y'all can see that. He labeled everything. This is going to be a complete separate video, putting it together, painting it. I don't know that I'll be able to use it because stuff's going to be froze soon, but super cool. Klondike Customs, Matt, thank you very much. Okay, next up, another smaller bait maker, Big Booty Baits. So I was part of like a a bait makers guild. I've got to find my shirt. I've got a shirt around here too, but a few people getting together who make baits and stuff, swapping, kind of like a Secret Santa deal every month. I just got way too busy and had to jump out of it, but I've got a few of these first three are all going to be from them. So Big Booty Baits makes plastics, and he's making some awesome stuff. So first off, big ol' worm. Now this is almost your root beer color. People love to hear me say root beer. It's got the root beer look to it, kind of the flake, kind of that brownish, almost a reddish look. But anyway, super cool. Love a big worm in the summer like that. I think that color will do well. Oh, and I don't think I said, I'm going to do a giveaway too. I'm going to try to include, you know, maybe a couple bags of these plastics, a couple little things here and there, maybe one of Matt's spinner baits. Put a little box together and give it to somebody. It is the giving season, so I have good people giving me stuff all the time. I want to be able to give back, and I want to share some of this stuff because there are some freaking awesome bait makers out there. Look at this. He also sent me some sweet, these are the open pour type swim baits. A bunch of awesome looks to these. Look at these. I mean, he's got kind of your salmon color layered there, rainbow trout look, almost like your golden shiner, all kinds of cool stuff, all kinds of little baits. I love those little paddle tails. They sent me a package of these. I don't know what these are. I've never seen these before, but they're like a Ned rig, a little bit bigger. So these are right at 3 inches. He's got some sparkle in it, but it's got like a, see how it's got the flat sides? That's pretty cool. All those are in that same color, kind of that smoky with the flake inside. Dang, brother, you hooked a Debo up. Big Booty Baits sending me some sweet stuff. Look at these. Looks like some sort of reptile with its stripes. Big baits. Talk about, you know, the toothy critters. Pike absolutely smashed these things. I need to try to do some sort of harness and do that with like a treble hook. Look at that, like a lava lizard. Oh, and look at the colors on this one. He's got like the color shift on the top, kind of that purplish into a natural, almost, I don't even know what color you'd call that, tannish into a cream. Oh, and last one he's got there, some dark blue, some chartreuse. That's just a clean, cool looking color there. Dude, those things are awesome. He sent me some cool stick baits. Again, kind of that root beer color, that reddish brown. That's a good color. I like that. Definitely will throw those into someone. And then these. So these are kind of, this is like a drop shot bait. Like a brownish with a green on the bottom. That's cool, like a dual color. Those are neat, like almost like the flatworm type look to it. See, it's got the flat bottom. Those are cool. Now, if I could just get better at drop shot, and he threw in some stickers, Big Booty Baits. I will definitely throw one of those stickers for you in there. That's funny. Awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Those are awesome plastics. Okay, and I think this is the last bait maker swap thing. I might have one more here. It's been so long. I got this stuff a long time ago, and I am so far behind. This one is from Papa Red. Papa Red, super nice gentleman. Doing some awesome handcrafted work. Okay, first up, he does the plastics as well. So he threw in a bag of plastic frogs. So it's got your kind of greenish watermelon with the black flake. And man, these things have like a garlic scent. Got your 2 little kicky feet back there. Love me some frogs. Those go perfect on those buzz baits. And then he also sent me this, hand carved. Look at how beautiful this thing is. Now he has a YouTube channel as well. And he showed this bait. I mean, that thing is sweet. It's got like a color shift and I don't even know what kind of shape you'd say that is. Kind of a bulbous, and it gets smaller as it goes back. Large lip on the front, but again, handmade in this paint. If you could see it up close, it's like a reflective color shift. He does his own, you know, airbrush painting and stuff there too. Super freaking cool, man. Check him out. Check out his channel, Making Baits. That's the cool thing about the bait making community is there's so many cool folks out there getting into, you know, shooting their own plastic, hand carving their baits. That's hard as heck. I made a rat and it looked like a 3-year-old carved it out, but doing this stuff, making spinner baits, thank you all so freaking much. That stuff is awesome. All right, so I went over and found the shirt. Man, you guys would have got a laugh out of that. I about tripped and fell on the way over, but check out the shirt. Support your local bait maker. Like I said, there's so many cool, small, you know, people like me painting baits in their basement and throwing them. Guys and gals who are making and selling baits have their own, you know, kind of company on the side. Super cool. The garage bait stuff is awesome. Arthur, thank you for the shirt. Very, very cool. And then this also came the same day. This is really random. This was not from Arthur. It was from Amazon. It was random, but it's these, it's these screw-in deals for swim baits. So it's like the nose, oh, like an owner centering pin. It's not owner, it's Wildlife Soft. Never heard of it, but it looks like an owner centering pin, a knockoff of an owner centering pin. Except this is big, very, very big. You know what? These will probably work really well for one of those big swim baits, something like that. And these are nice because you just take that little needle point, stick it in the plastic and twist. And with all this wire, it just gives a better grab because some of those like belly-weighted swim baits, the little wire thing is small. And as soon as you get a bite or two, it just rips the nose out and you can't use the bait. So I do like going to those larger deals on your swim baits. Okay, this package is from Spencer. Spencer, I don't know if he is selling his yet. Hold on, we got a letter. Spencer's from Nebraska. He said he loves the channel, appreciates watching. He started making some of his own plastics, wanted to send them to me. He said, maybe you can use these to go out and whoop Randizzle the next time on the water. I need all the help I can get, especially when that guy's throwing a jig. But he did black with holographic flake. Look at those, some of the big old 6-inch Senkos. Those are cool. Man, dirty water, I bet those would be absolutely awesome. Perfect black, and black is underrated. I used to throw black a lot more back in the day, and it's kind of something I've gone away from. Again, one of those colors that kind of, you know, colors, baits, certain things that you used to do, then you kind of get away from it. Oh, my favorite. I'm definitely going to be throwing these, Spencer. Black with blue and purple flake in it. I am a sucker for black and purple. Definitely have to keep those. One of these I'll share with somebody and throw in the box. Like I said, you can never have enough Senkos. They work about 18 million ways. And the big ones like this, I love when I'm throwing a frog, a big 6-inch stick bait, to help get past that vegetation. It just gives it a little bit bigger profile. And this is black with red flake. Super cool, Spencer. Keep making the baits. It's a ton of fun. I know it's addicting. I've just barely dipped my toes into the soft plastic stuff. And I'm going to have some of those videos coming up soon of me making some baits. And I'll do another giveaway then because it's the giving season. Spencer, thank you. Okay, next up, Super K Jigs sent some jigs a while back. Thank you very much, Super K, for sending jigs. I will leave them linked below. They have a cool company. I first heard them on... Wow. Why do I have the dropsies today? First heard them on the Burley Baitcaster. I watch it on YouTube. Check them out. Super nice folks. He had them on. Look at this. It's almost as if they know I like a little bit of black and purple, huh? And I like the blade. That's one thing with a lot of like spinnerbait companies. They'll just have like kind of a random big blade. Oh, and look at that. The little blade up there is like attached a hole through it. That's kind of neat. I don't know that I've seen that. But I like when they have kind of some of these more finesse, almost like a War Eagle finesse spinnerbait. I forget what they're called. Now, they sent a few swim jigs. Again, it's almost like they know. I like purple. Now, this is like purple, little bit of pink and white in it. That's an interesting color. What's it? This is their Imitator swim jig. It doesn't say the color, unless Imitator's the color. I don't know. I don't remember. Again, I'll link their stuff below. Cool. I like that head design. It's got the vertical line ties. You can see there the line tie goes up and down, comes through grass really well. And it's not a super heavy weed guard on there, which I like for swim jigs because when you're jigging it through, it's not like a regular jig that you're, you know, kind of bouncing on the bottom. You can let the fish get it and wait and then set the hook. So even if it has a stiffer weed guard, doesn't matter. Whereas these, you reel it in, you kind of get that one grab at it. So I do like a little bit thinner weed guard on my swim jigs. They've got this. This is almost like an Arky mixed with the swim jig. I don't know what they call this. Seahorse half ounce, the bird. Very cool. It's got the wire keeper there. Super sharp hooks on them. I like that head design. That head design's a little different. Interesting shape there. Not a super thick weed guard, kind of your normal weed guard. That's a cool look to it. It's pretty compact too, so I suppose you could flip this around and then swim it back. Sent a couple of those, so I will definitely throw one of those in. And just to double check, yeah, that's what I thought. The swim jigs do have the wire keeper there, and all of these are hand tied. You can see there, they tie them with thread right there in the middle. I mean, you can't beat that. You know, for a small operation, it's just a couple guys doing this, hand tying jigs. Super cool. And then they also threw in a couple of their football jigs. This is the Lion Mane. These are both experimental patterns. Oh, and look, I just realized this, 3/8. But on that football jig, they've done the finesse cut. Yes, huge fan of the finesse cut in the front like that. You can see how they cut it short and it spiders out. The back is, you know, left a little longer. Like Randy and I will usually trim that up and put a small finesse trailer in there. Again, nice, good, super sharp hook and with the wire soft plastic keeper. Whoever is the winner of the giveaway, okay, whatever experimental this color is, doesn't say. This is my favorite out of everything I've seen. It's got black and blue in it. It's got orange to make it look like the front of your, you know, sunfish, bluegill. Then on the bottom, they've got green pumpkin laced in with some holographic. That is freaking sweet. Winner for sure. Winner chicken dinner. That one is absolutely my favorite. You guys over at Super K killed it with that one. Beauty. Okay, I've got a couple more here. This is from my guy, Barry McKinney. So Barry and I talk back and forth on Instagram. He said, hey Debo, how's it going? Through some stuff in old and new. Appreciate the videos. Keep up the great work. and sent me some other funny stuff in here. So I sent you a couple knives which were junk. The blades wouldn't even cut butter, but he said the scissor part on the Swiss Army deal was perfect for braid and fishing line. I like that. So even if you need like a little knife, he sent one to me and Randy. Thank you very much, Barry. That's awesome. He sent me an old head in his. Now this is funny because Randy actually found one of these, something similar to this. I don't remember if it's the exact one. It's got this like triangle shape. I forget what it's called. Let me take it out. Heading, I can't read what it says on the side of it. I had to look this up because Randy found one and gave it to me, and I said I was going to paint it up, and I haven't. And he still gives me crap. He's like, oh, you probably threw it away. Threw in one of those. Barry also threw in a nice wacky rig tool. Now this is something that I will definitely throw in my bag. I got a new bag, and I seem to lose these all the time. I had like 4. I think I'm down to 1. Don't know how or why, but I lose them. Oh, this is cool. He sent an old wooden lure. I can't see what it says on there. Kind of reminds you of the flatfish. That's a cool look, almost like a perch or a bluegill kind of coloring to it. That thing is neat. I'll have to look that up more. I can't quite read what it says on the top. That is a cool one. Oh, now these are interesting. The Shimmy by 2 or X2, however you want to say it. So this is like a flick shake or a trick worm with 4 appendages, almost look a starfish looking deal. So I suppose you could wacky rig that. Man, can you imagine what all this has going on with it? That looks like a meal and a half to some fish. That thing's pretty crazy. You could even like Texas rig one and have it like Texas rig / wacky rig working together. I don't even know. We'll definitely have to get on a little challenge day, see if we can catch some fish on that thing. That's wild. Some pumpkin, and then there's also like a green pumpkin in there. You can see the difference, like the brown pumpkin and the green pumpkin. Cool. He sent me one of the cream worms. Apparently they're still making them. This looks like a new package. I didn't know they were still making those guys. Yep, you probably recognize those back in the day, the old pre-rigged cream worms. That's funny. And then these, Brothers Bait Company, the Renegades. What is this? Free lumberjack lure. Land the biggest hits. Look at that thing. Says it fishes through weeds better than any spinnerbait you've ever used. Huh, that's interesting. You can see the wire on it here is like a braided wire instead of your regular hard. Huh, that's interesting. I've never heard of these, and it's only got the one blade on it. Interesting. Those are cool. Never ever heard of those. Like a pink one, and then your almost like your coleslaw color. Cool. All right, well, that is it for this unboxing. I've still got other stuff over there people have sent. I've still got the blueback herring giveaway that I need to do. Mr. Philip Cheek sponsored that and purchased a bunch. I'm way behind on these. So thank you all so much. Everybody that sent in stuff, all the other awesome small bait makers out there. Again, I will link everybody below in case you want to hit them up and try to get plastics, jigs, wooden lures, some super freaking cool stuff out there. Thank you all. So thanks to everybody. You're all the subscribed fishing friends, everybody that sent stuff in. Now, as for the giveaway, just comment below. I will pick a random person in a couple weeks. I'm a little behind on giveaways. Trust me, they go out. I've had a few people already getting stuff and tagging me on Instagram. So I will get it out. Sometimes I'm a little bit delayed because I still work a full-time job. I got kids and life is crazy. So just comment below. I will pick someone randomly. And again, thank you everybody else who continues to watch, support. It means a ton to me, but it's late. I got to get to editing, so thank you all so much for watching, and until next time.